What's the Halloween mask? The monkey? No, it's monkey. Space monkey mask. It's Halloween. It's a Halloween card. I don't know. Oh, I always thought it had something to do with space monkeys. I thought it was related to monkeys. Oh no, it is. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. That's what I see. That's me reading into the text. That's me bringing you to text. Juicing it out.
It's a reluctance in many takes because it knows, as I said earlier, that you walk away with something without having explored the direction. But there's obviously, the challenges remaining somewhat fresh from take to take.
5x5 front squat with a twist. Did lunge to the rings, toe to rings, lunge back. Can only fit 4 lunges in each way. Pretty good. Pretty good.
We got worked up. Just watch these fights just said. Watch the 20 takes and you still get worked up. You can't help it. Don't know what that is.
Excuse
The
me.
DNA starts moving. That's a pretty brilliant line too, because I see the exact same energy and rush we had sitting around watching these fights as I grew up in the Bible Belt. The exact same thing in a revival. That energy that takes over. And people say that's God. It's the energy of the monarch. I love how Tyler's always in the background, out of focus, like the little devil on the shoulder. The little voice in your head. Turn the fingernails. Okay. In the store for thing. It's fun actually to, once you have watched the movie and you know what the real underlying reality of it is, in terms of Jack and Tyler, it's fun to watch it and think about the whole thing from Marla's perspective. Most people I know, even the ones who loved it the first time, have said that they really liked it more the second time. That they got much more out of it the second time. Because it's such a sad and funny portrait of a guy who's completely insane.
That was my glamour shot. This is when my characters OD'd on Xanax, something that I wasn't particularly familiar with myself. I remember going to the medical for insurance before doing the film, and at the end of my interview I said, well, how many Xanax do you need to take in order to kill yourself? And she did look at me a bit oddly. Then I explained, of course, it was yeah, I
was supposed to be back there doing some kind of sit-up or something. I don't know how the martial arts started getting worked in, but this was the first moment. And just asked if anyone knew nunchuck. I had any nunchuck moves. One guy showed us who one move. Absolutely nothing that makes any sense. In the distance, it looks like someone knows what I'm doing. I love all that falling into frame. She always moving into frame or out of frame.
We were trying to keep Marla playful, so it didn't seem like, even though she's, the kind of fashionable nihilist, there's something kind of playful about her.
And this was a shot. Those aren't my breasts, I hasten to add. I wish they were. But this is a computer-generated shot, which consisted and demanded me and Brad taking some positions of Kama Sutra for about 12 hours and had still cameras take pictures of us. We were covered in dots, painted white dots, all of our bodies that the computer could recognize. They couldn't recognize our body. And then it was fed into the computer.
That's Finch's version of section. Keeps it on a flag between her stomach and around the breast under her arms, and through these beads of sweat, frozen like Luke Skywalker. So sure, Finch, whatever you want.
Ricardo's so great.
And the wink. It's so funny to watch this movie once you know what the underlying reality is. It's really funny to watch all these scenes with her. She's so funny. She comes down, she gargles coffee, gives him a wink, He's a jerk to her and she leaves,
People would get settled, they would be like, oh, we hate her. And the second time you see it, you feel so sorry.
She endures so much awfulness. Whose robe is that? I just ruined that. This is a horrible robe. It's just her ratty, rotten robe. And borrowed it from the
Well, I remember we could all be like, come over to your house. when it comes down that road, he's like, what do you think of this Tyler? He's got like the yellow sunglasses and the Gucci leather. And I was just like, okay, pack it up, put it in a box, I'll do it with this.
Then Chilla sounds so funny himself, so as in Death Head Wall, that was his idea. I just remember feeling profoundly sick, delivering that line, turn off the time upside down. But I love the way he shot that whole telephone sequence.
We shot this movie, I think there was 138 days of shooting. I shot probably 130 of them. It was definitely the longest shoot I've ever been on. I worked essentially every day in principal photography because I think this scene right here that we're going through is actually the only 40 seconds of the film that I'm not in. I think this was probably about the only half day I had off.
As you can see in the scene, it does contain a dildo, which I specified had to be on the larger side for the joke to work. Ducky, who's an incredibly thorough props buyer, approached me rather embarrassed one day, saying, well, took me aside and showed me a whole range of dildos to choose from. A hamper full of dildos for my good girlfriend.
I love throwing Helena around.
I like the dance here. Dance always makes me laugh.
Just to throw them off.
Well, what's funny about it is when you shot, you obviously didn't have the music going.
You know?
But when the music's in there, it fits
It's gonna have some drifting from down the hall.
Right.
So. She's not frail either, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
just banging into this wall.
Yeah, she's so teensy though.
It's such a relief when the writer knows what they're doing, so knows what they want. But I guess they contribute to the characterization in the way they see it, and how they're performing and how they like to. And there's also such specific ideas about costume and lighting that don't have detail.
Tyler is just all unrestrained, blunt statement of everything. There's very little beneath the surface with Tyler because he's basically just an id, just charging forward, you know. He's all about the purity of impulse and expression, and I mean, I think he's almost a puckish figure, you know, he's like the spirit of mischief, and my character is all repressed impulses, unstated things. I mean, that's why I love the device of the voiceover, that one thing gets said and then the truth gets heard inside his brain, you know, he can rarely say what he's really thinking.
Having said that, the whole crew started laughing. I didn't quite get it because, again, the slight cultural difference. I didn't know what grade school meant. I thought it was just normal school, not primary school. The original line was actually, I want to get pregnant, I want to have an abortion, which was then deemed as too abominable a line. So we reshot it, and that was David's rewrite.
Didn't quite find the right tone in the scene. It's a little frat guy, just kind of missed the mark by a few beats. Flashbacks and we finish off on them, don't speak, saved it.
I love that one with the, that's 3 times you promised. I love the killer roll.
Yeah.
The schoolboy stuff that Tyler always has.
David,
Promise.
it's quite a strange code. Alright, this is HBC and I just sitting in the room, sitting there screaming our guts out.
Originally in the book, there was this whole thing about Joe's gallbladder. It was based on this Reader's Digest series that was.
It was real.
Yeah,
My parents remembered it.
and we couldn't get claims from Reader's Digest when we read the script, so we had to come up with a fake Reader's Digest magazine, which was the annotated reader, which is what the magazine is that you see. So we read it.
I love the suggested shot right here. You know, crack the door. It's like we're reinventing sex. All we're doing is flipping and jumping around on the bed.
Gee, we're nice and bronzed there.
All for you, big boy.
Remember Elena and Helena's mother? She was
Oh, yeah.
Because there's that whole, the rubber glove scene, and we were just doing the
Right.
films in school, we were getting ready. And I started sinking in my chair, because I thought, oh my god, Helena's mother's here, and God's gonna be half naked, pulling over a rubber glove. Like, what would it, she was howling with laughter.
Laughter.
Maybe she was so
Was the rubber glove your idea?
full credit for the rubber glove.
This was all in the first week.
You can never get the smoker's hat from an Edwards goat. I would like go up to Matt and go, we want that cup. Do it.
It always gets the last one. I must have done it right.
The truly sad thing is we had no qualms in the sound effects. No politeness. No little hint of embarrassment. Just go.
I spent so many days just coming in and basically doing voice-off orgasm sounds on this film. The first time was a bit embarrassing, but I got used to it. You know, they would say, I'm roll, and Ed would act, and Helena, orgasm. It can make me quite dizzy, because you can tend to hyperventilate. But I think I got that technique down. That was one major thing on this film, faking orgasm repeatedly.
Remember the same room. My parents built this exact same house for years.
Cool. Workout's done. We did a 5x5 front squat with a twist.
This the year that this film
Lunge
came
back
out
and
was like
forth with the 50-pound
a truly
dumbbells
great year in terms of
to the rings.
I think a real
and do
bunch of
5
filmmakers kind of
toes to
maturing
rings.
a new wave
Lunge
kind
back
of
to the
feeling.
bar.
You know, and I thought with this
Front
film,
squats.
being John Malkovich and Election
That's it.
and
Pretty
Three
good.
Kings and many others I'm not even thinking of, there was